The unstable pull the triggers, but they are inspired by the hate tolerated and encouraged by the leadership of the Democrat Party.
Jay Jones, who's running for attorney general in Virginia, is being called to drop out of the race by a slew of Republican officials. Leaked text messages from 2022 show the Democrat calling for violence against former Republican Virginia House Speaker Todd Gilbert and his family. The text messages reveal Jones said he would rather shoot Gilbert over dictators Adolf Hitler and Poland.
They say nice things about everyone, LOL. Those guys die before me. If those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals to piss on their graves. Send them out awash in something. Jay Jones. 3 people, 2 bullets. Gilbert, Hitler, and Pot Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. Jay, please stop. LOL. Okay. It really bothers me when you talk about hurting people or wishing death on them. Oh, you should have known you was being set up. What did I tell you? That ain't nothing but a girl that he talking to. Bro, the minute that she mentioned your full name, Jay Jones, you should have already knew. Stop it, Jay Jones. I'm just going to get quiet right then and there. Now I want to check you for a wire. You should have, bruh, the minute that you seen that they called you your full government name, you should have already knew where this was going. You knew, you should have known you was being. Jay, please stop.
Pot. Jones went on to say he believes Gilbert.
He said there isn't a point blank asked you more than 3 times and you dug in that you meant it. I am honestly questioning a lot today. Yeah, that ain't nothing but women manipulation. I mean, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascists? Yes. You weren't simply asking questions and you know it. And he says, I genuinely was. I wasn't attacking you. I was trying to understand your logic. You weren't trying to understand. You were talking about hoping Jennifer and Gilbert's children would die. Yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally, do they move on policy. This nigga's a demon, bro.
Gilbert and his wife are, quote, breeding little fascists.
Oh, wait.
Jones went on to say he believes Gilbert and his wife are, quote, breeding little fascists and hoping his children would die. His Republican opponent, Attorney General Jason Miyares, slammed Jones in an open letter to all Virginians. Jay Jones wished for the violent death of a political opponent and then fantasized about that opponent's children dying. This conduct is disqualifying. Prior to this week, this race was about competing views on public safety. Now, it's about basic fitness for public office. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin responded saying, this violent, disgusting rhetoric targeted at an elected official and his children is beyond disqualifying. There's no gosh, I'm sorry here. He then called on his Democratic running mates to tell Jones to end his disgraced campaign. Abigail Spanberger, the Democratic candidate for governor, said she spoke to Jones about the text messages, but stopped short of calling for him to drop out of the race. Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl-Sears, who is the Republican gubernatorial nominee, blasted Spanberger for her response. Jay Jones literally fantasized about killing a man and 2 children, and Abigail Spanberger still doesn't have the guts to tell him to drop out. But she didn't stop there. During a press conference Saturday night, Sears is now calling for Spanberger to leave the race.
So it is not enough for Jay Jones to drop out of the race. Let me be clear. Spanberger's continuing support for Jay Jones is also disqualifying her for office. Let your rage fuel you. Remember, Abigail said, she and her party's irresponsible behavior have brought us to this point.
Jones has apologized, saying he takes full responsibility for his comments and that he reached out to Gilbert to apologize to him and his family. Even if Jones dropped out of the race, he would still get votes, since ballots have been printed and early voting has already begun. A recent poll from Christopher Newport University shows Jones leading Miyares by 7 points. As voting continues through November 4th, the scandal could have a major impact on the election. I'm Amy Delora for Washington Examiner.
Yeah, you got to go, bro. He got to go. And this is the thing that we as conservatives and as Republicans have been saying for a long time. See, they want to keep on making these videos and acting like, oh, you're just being obtuse. Oh, man, you're just not calling out the behavior. I've seen several different reactions to my reaction about what was going on the campus of TSU a couple weeks ago. And people were saying that I didn't acknowledge the fact that they weren't supposed to be there. Does that give you the right to then want to do something to somebody negatively? Or about the guy that was standing there with the screwdriver? Maybe he was trying to drive screws on the concrete somewhere right on the grass in front of the signs that the people made. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because you are ignorant, that does not give me the right to be ignorant, even if you disagree with me. And so what we have been seeing over and over again, and it's not coming from the right. You do not see that happening from the right. When you deep dive into it, it's men that's sleeping with men that are with trans people, and the angry left that want to eliminate and hurt people, so much so to where they're literally willing to put it in a text message that will come back to haunt them. He did not lie. He was not joking. He was saying what he really believed and what he really felt. He said what he really believed and what he really felt. So how long do you let something like this get away? How long do you allow for something like this to continue to play its role? Where do we draw the line? When do we say, you know what, enough is enough, or nope, I don't go for it, or nope, he needs to be removed from office, or nope, whatever, so on and so forth. Jay Jones is the black guy. Now, I know that y'all don't believe that black people is it. You know what? We're going to give all of the grace in the world. We're going to give all of the grace in the world. Jay Jones is the black guy. We're going to give all of the grace in the world. 100%. He can threaten to take somebody's life. He can talk about their kids wild. I think that he should not get office because he's too dumb not to text some stuff like that. And it's like, in general, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you text that to somebody? So you're not smart enough to realize that everything that we send back and forth, it is all documented and it can all come back to us. And they didn't need to expose the text messages if they just wanted to get a warrant and find out. All they needed was an accusation and a warrant, and they could have put all of them text messages right on back up. Why would somebody text that? You're not even competent enough to run for office. You shouldn't even be in office. And then they'll be the attorney general. And so this is how you got to acknowledge that a lot of people can't even remove their bias when it comes to, you know, how they feel about other people. It's some hateful people. It's some straight up hateful people that is out here in the streets.
President Trump is joining calls for Virginia's Democratic Attorney General candidate, Jay Jones, to drop out of his race after text messages resurface of him justifying a political assassination of the state's former GOP House Speaker, Todd Gilbert. We want to warn you, the messages are violent. Here you go. Jones writing in 2022 a quote, 3 people, 2 bullets, Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. Joining us now is the governor of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin. Governor, he's a Democrat, I get it, but when you saw this, you thought what?
I thought this was a joke because no one could write this. I mean, no, this is demented. And here we have the Democrat candidate running for attorney general, the top cop in Virginia, wishing not only that he had 2 bullets to put in a guy's head, but then he wishes death on his children. And Todd Gilbert has small kids. And for Jay Jones to wish death on his small children is beyond belief. But that is where the violent left of the Democrat Party is. This is where these folks are. You know, we had Charlie Kirk assassinated, and so many folks celebrated in the far left. We've had two Democrats threaten to murder two of our delegates running for office in Virginia. And now Jay Jones comes out and says that he has 2 bullets for Todd Gilbert's head and wants to see his children die. I mean, this is unbelievable. And what's shocking also is that after calling for the normal apology, the Democrat candidates, Abigail Spanberger and the rest of them, were out campaigning this weekend like it was nothing. They have got to call for this guy to resign, step down, get out of this race in disgrace, because this is beyond disqualifying. I mean, they're asking people to vote for this guy to be the Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Meanwhile, we have the best Attorney General, Jason Miyares, in the nation, and everyone in Virginia should step forward, rehire Jason Miyares, and demonstrate that Virginia stands for the values that not just hold our country together, but we reject all political violence, and we reject anyone that would call for violence on a child. It's unbelievable. Winsome Sears immediately came out and condemned this, and Abigail Spanberger gave the normal, oh, it was wrong, and then's back out campaigning with the Democrats calling for this guy to win. This is nuts, and this is why the Democrat Party has lost touch with where America is today, when they can support someone who wants to put 2 bullets in somebody's head who's a political arrival and see his children die.
So,
yeah, that's I agree. I don't think that anybody that would send that is worthy of public office. Anybody that would text something like that, in my opinion, is not worthy of public office at all. So I don't know who this Jay Jones is, this Attorney General guy, but they got to let him go. Like he can't win. And if he was to win, if he does win, that just shows you that the people are absolutely terrible over wherever it is that he's running. People that just, make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. That's disgusting. It's disgusting.